Captain Kirk Stewart loves to fly. After working as a commercial pilot for several years, Kirk started his own airline. Because Kirk wants everyone who works for his organization to love their jobs as much as he does, he named his new airline FunJet. Captain Kirk established FunJet with a culture that places a high value on camaraderie among coworkers and maintaining a fun working environment. The fun-loving culture of FunJet encourages employees to use their sense of humor and creativity to make their jobs more enjoyable. FunJet pilots have been known to use their best Elvis impersonation when reading flight information to passengers. And FunJet flight attendants sometimes hide in the overhead compartments of airplanes and jump out at unsuspecting cleaning crews. The playful atmosphere of FunJet creates close bonds between employees who have a good time while working together. Having established this strong and successful atmosphere at FunJet, how can Captain Kirk be sure that the people he hires will conform to the culture? In order to maintain that culture, potential and newly hired employees will go through a socialization process. Socialization is a process through which new employees learn the attitudes, skills, and behaviors required to function effectively in their new work environment. How does the socialization process accomplish this? Let's find out. The socialization process contains 3 stages that occur consecutively and start with the pre-arrival stage, which consists of anything a potential organizational member has learned about the organization prior to joining. Part of the pre-arrival stage is the selection process, which is used by the hiring company to hire people who can adequately perform the job, but also to select people who will fit well into the culture of the company. The selection process provides the organization with information about the candidate, but also gives the job seeker information about the organization. Candidates who find that their personal values do not match the core values of the prospective company should disqualify themselves from the selection process at this time. Once a candidate accepts a job offer, they enter the encounter stage. This stage is where the expectations of the new employee meet the reality of the job. If the reality of the new job is different than what the new employee expected it to be, socialization methods are used to orient the new employee to the existing culture and to help them make sense of the culture of their new organization. Some of the socialization methods that are used include stories, rituals, material symbols, and language. Let's explore each of these methods. Stories, narrative of events that anchor the present culture in the past. Veteran employees tell stories to new employees about past organizational events that serve to illustrate and reinforce the current culture of the organization. A common story told to new employees at FunJet is the one about how Captain Kirk started the airline with only one airplane that he would fly himself. Every time Captain Kirk would land the plane, he would yell, "Whoa, big fella, whoa!" over the cabin PA system, which always brought a round of laughter from the FunJet passengers. Rituals. Rituals are repetitive sequences of activities that express and reinforce the key values of the organization. New employees participate in planned organizational events with fellow employees that serve to demonstrate the key values of the organization. Material symbols. Material symbols provide observable cues that provide insight into the core values of an organization. New organizational members receive visual clues from veteran members on behavior that is acceptable within the culture of the organization. Even though he doesn't fly planes anymore, Captain Kirk still wears a pilot's uniform and always keeps it clean and pressed. His appearance sends a message to the rest of the organization that while he wants his employees to have fun, he also expects them to maintain a professional appearance. Language. Language consists of acronyms, slang, and organization-specific jargon that once learned by a new member of an organization helps them to feel like part of the group. FunJet employees have developed their own jargon for things they encounter in their day-to-day job. An irate customer is called a screamer, and a passenger with an oversized carry-on bag is called a Sherpa. The socialization methods used during the encounter stage will cause new members of an organization to make changes to adapt to the new culture. That is why the final stage of the socialization process is called the metamorphosis stage. In the metamorphosis stage, changes that orient the new employee to the culture of the organization take place. This stage is complete when the new member of an organization has become comfortable with the culture of the organization and their job. The new member now understands the customs of the organization and feels accepted by the group.